Hi, it's Dr. Weikle with the Spring 2026 recap. I'm happy to share some of the amazing accomplishments that we've achieved throughout this semester of the school year. First, I want to recognize we had 15 educators who were recognized through the Illinois State Board of Education for the Those Who Excel awards and nominees. Then we actually had an Illinois Teacher of the Year finalist in Mr. Don Whitman. And Dr. Angie Cadron from Normal West received the Golden Apple Excellence in Leadership Award. And we're so proud of all of those nominees, but I think this group really just represents the amazing, talented educators, staff that we have across Unit 5. Next, I want to highlight some of our amazing student accomplishments this year. Our student musicians traveled across various states and performed on renowned stages. We know our music and arts program are so amazing, and so we're so happy anytime our students have the opportunity to celebrate and to showcase their talents in multiple venues. Then we also had students who competed at the local and state level for their academic and extracurricular accomplishments, with many of those student groups actually winning state level awards. This semester, we wrapped up our enrollment planning study, which included a number of decisions. First, the board approved to either build a new or renovate a new to us space for our early learning students and our 18 to 22-year-old services program. And so this commitment to providing a safe, welcoming, adequate learning space for our youngest to our oldest learners really does speak to the investment that our community and our board has put in making sure all of our students have the best learning space possible. In addition to those spaces, we're also looking to add on to a couple of our buildings where we have overcapacity happening, and in those cases, currently using portables. And so in the coming year, we'll be working on looking at building additions to a couple of our spaces. And then over the next 3 years, we'll be rolling out our implementation of shifting some boundary lines to, again, better balance our enrollment across the district facilities. By the time you return in the 26-27 school year, some of our campuses will already look a little different. You may recall that about this time actually last year, our community and voters approved the county schools facility sales tax. And as a result of those funds that are coming into the district, we're able to take care of much needed items. For example, this summer, both high schools will receive new tracks. Now you may wonder, what's the big deal about that? Well, these new tracks will be safer for our students participating in PE daily, and will actually be able to hold high school track meets, which we have not been able to do in-house for a number of years. We're also going to be replacing part of the Kingsley roof, taking care of some parking lots across the district, and many other things. So you will literally be able to see your money being put to use. Unit 5 remains committed to providing resources for our students and families. This year, we've continued to provide support, whether it's through food, coat, clothing, school supplies, and many times we're able to do that through your generous support, so thank you. A new item for Unit 5 that we're really proud of that we've been able to do this year is our food pantry. We have served more than 1,000 families throughout this school year, and it really has become an essential resource for many of our families. I'm so excited to be able to share that we're going to continue providing the food pantry next school year as well. And finally, this is really hard to believe, but we are already thinking about the 2026-27 school year. And so families, if you're returning to Unit 5 and you have not started the registration process, please consider starting that. And especially if you are a family of an incoming kindergartner. It's hard to believe, but they are a member of the class of 2039, and we definitely want to get those students registered as soon as possible. I hope everyone has a great summer, be safe, and have fun.